What career should I take? A lot of students are confused in terms of whether should I take science, math, law, or should I just pursue what I really love doing. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways to find out a career which is a match with your strengths and a career which you would love going to work every day of your life and make a lot of income, which will give you fulfillment, satisfaction, and happiness. At the same time, I'm going to share with you, once you find out what is your passion, people often get confused. What are the steps should I take? Once I know this is my strengths, what are the steps I can take to make sure that I don't lose time, effort, and I can quickly get on the career path? So let's begin with the first part of the video, which is how do I select the career or the field that suits me best? Now, in my personal life, I believe that everybody should find a work that they enjoy doing, which they're passionate about, because I understand that that is the work that we're going to do all our life. And often when we are not doing the right work, we're not happy going to work. We get frustrated at work, and ultimately we lose on promotion, we lose on income, we get fired, and then we're moving on from one job to another job, to one field to another field, often getting frustrated. So you want to avoid doing that. So the first way to find out, the way to find out what career you should choose, which is what I used in my life when I was young and I had to select whether I want to go to engineering or do something else, is what do I love doing? That's the first question you want to ask. What do I love doing? Now, when I say what do I love doing, is what do I love being engaged in for hours and hours? I don't feel bored. It's really exciting, it's adventurous, I love doing that work, and time just flies. That is the first question. The second question is, you might love doing something, but are you really good at it? So the question number 1 and question number 2 is basically a match that you need to find out. Sometimes you might love eating food, right? I love food, but honestly, I'm not an excellent cook. So my strength doesn't lie in cooking. I might really love watching media or videos, but my strength is not in video editing. So you have to find out whether you love doing that particular field. At the same time, you need to be good at it. You need to have skill. Like, for example, I want to be a great chef, and when you go and in the kitchen and you start making something, it's horrible, right? You can't even eat it yourself. So, and you try, but you love eating, but somehow your skill is not in cooking. Maybe it's in something else. I get a lot of times people say, oh, I wish to be this, I want to be, XYZ field, but you don't have the skill. I want to be a singer, but maybe your voice is not as good as it should be. So you cannot be a singer. Now again, you can practice, yes, you can develop the skill, but here I'm talking about your natural strength. So I want you to focus on what you are naturally good at. Now in my personal life, I was very good at people skill. I could sit with people, I could identify their problems, I could help them, inspire them, motivate them, open their mindsets to figure out, okay, this is the problem and this is the solution. And that is what I was naturally good at. I didn't know whether to put it as a career or whatever, but in my school, in my college, I used to help a lot of people get over their sadness, anger, frustration. And I also love doing it. So whenever I would get time, I would spend my time either reading on how people do it or doing it myself. So the first 2 questions, basically, I love spending time in that field and I'm also good at it, needs to be validated. So you need to take some time out and think. You might even need to explore a couple of fields, right? Put yourself into, clothes or technology or law or architecture or science or whatever you can basically explore to see what do I really love doing, and then what am I naturally good at, right? I can do this better than this. So probably you want to go there. And again, the condition is you also need to love doing it. Sometimes it could also be that, hey, you're very good at it, but you don't love doing it. So then that's not your field. And the last question you want to ask is, what is the academics that I need to learn? So once you find what you love doing in terms of a field and you are naturally inclined to it and you have skill, you are showing some results in that particular field, then your question would be, what academics do I need to learn? What kind of skills do I need to pursue further? And not only academics. So when I wanted to do my personal development, I started taking, I moved from diploma in computer technology to pursuing my BA in psychology. I did my master's, I pursued counseling certificates, I started becoming a trainer and facilitator, getting certified. But at the same time, not only just academics, those are good. Of course, you need to move there to certify yourself and to learn more about the field, but at the same time also do self-learning, self-education, basically also reading books, following those people who you can gather more information about in your field. So academics and at the same time self-education towards your strength and a field that you love doing. These are the first 3 questions, first part of the video. I hope it's very clear. So in this part, you will understand exactly what is my field and what do I want to pursue. Then comes the next 3 steps. So once I find out what am I good at and I'm pursuing the academics and I am kind of, moving towards learning that skill, the next step is you want to identify the work experience. You want to identify what can I, where can I work to get experience in this particular field. So I started, going to an institute where they taught personal development, and I did voluntary service for a year, no pay. I went to each and every department and I learned what were they teaching, how were they teaching, what is the process, what is the sales, what are they, what is the background logistics to kind of fulfill such an event. So you want to go ahead and do that. You want to go and work for free. Find out what is the best way that you can engage with a business in the particular field that you love. Second is you want to think while you're working, while you're exposing yourself there, what is the product or service that I can myself create that the market wants. So once I was exposed to this institute, I started thinking, okay, this is what people are buying, this is the price point, what can I offer in terms of the skill set that I have into the marketplace so that so that customers will buy. Sometimes, you don't want to, if you don't take the experience, you really don't know the reality of the market, and you have delusion that, okay, I will make this product and people will buy. That's why you want experience, and you then want to identify the product or service that you want to offer at the price point, at the marketing, who is my target audience, all that you will learn on someone else's cost. At the same time, you could either be doing a job, you could get a pay, or you could just do volunteering and offer your service for the free learning. And the last step is then you want to launch your own shop, basically your own business. And when you do that, you want to start small. You don't want to kind of jump into starting immediately, going big, setting up a shop or a service. So taking your career from what do I really want to do, then finding out what you're good at, and then doing the academics, learning in terms of what course I have to take next, or what graduations or certifications I have to take. And then as you do that, along with that, you can take experience on someone else's cost while you're learning, while you're studying, and create your own product service in your mind as you move along. And when the time is right, go ahead and launch small, launch on the side, and start developing your own business. Again, any career that you take, my personal recommendation is you have to look at it from an entrepreneur's perspective, not like a lifelong, I'm going to just keep doing a job. Learn the skill, know what you're good at, and at the end, offer a product service in the marketplace so that you're an entrepreneur. You can grow at your cost, you can grow at your own pace, and as much as you are skillful, you can make your career worthwhile and get the income and get the lifestyle. Be more alive and fearless in the entire process. If you have any questions, post it below the video. I hope this video gives you more clarity, brings you more excitement in what you're doing, and is a long path. So once you create the end result, you know exactly where your goal is. You get excited today to select your career and move towards that path. And hopefully in the next 5 or 10 years, I'll hear from you soon that you've reached your goal and you're living an alive and fearless life. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you share this video with anyone who's struggling with their career, who's confused, so that it can help them select their career paths. And if you have any questions, post it below the video. Visit mutsabadri.com for more training updates and resources. Thank you so much for watching. Stay alive, stay fearless, dream big, stay strong, and I'll see you soon in the next Alive and Fearless video.